Isn't it true that after 70, things just feel a little different? Maybe you notice simple tasks take a bit more effort than they used to. Climbing a flight of stairs leaves you a little breathless. Opening a stubborn jar requires asking for help. Carrying a bag of groceries feels like a real workout. It's a reality many face. This gradual slowing down. This feeling that your body isn't quite keeping pace with your spirit anymore. This loss of effortless movement, of easy strength, can shrink your world, making you feel less independent, sometimes even isolated. It's a painful truth that the vitality you perhaps took for granted in younger years can seem to slip away, piece by piece. But imagine if you could still move with ease, carry what you need, keep up with younger family members, and tackle your day with energy and independence. Well into your 70s and beyond. Imagine still having that spark, that capability, that ability to simply do things without a second thought. If you can still maintain that level of physical and mental vitality after 70, honestly, you are part of a rare and wonderful group. It feels almost 1 in a million in today's world. What if I told you that maintaining that capability isn't just luck? There are simple, powerful habits and approaches that can make a profound difference, helping you push back against that typical slowing down and hold on to that vibrant independence. In this video, we're going to explore some practical, straightforward ways you can nurture your body and mind to help keep that vital spark alive, helping you potentially do this, whatever this means for your life, long after 70. Stick with me to the end, because there's something we'll touch on that might truly surprise you about what's possible. So, let's start with one of the most fundamental pieces of maintaining that strength and independence. Something that directly combats that feeling of things getting harder, keeping your muscles strong. You see, as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. It starts earlier than you might think, but it really accelerates after 70 if we don't actively work against it. Losing muscle doesn't just mean you can't lift heavy things. It impacts your balance, your ability to walk steadily, your posture, and even your metabolism. Think about how much easier it is to get up from a chair, climb stairs, or even just stand for a while when you have strong muscles supporting you. When those muscles weaken, these everyday actions become challenges, and that's when the world can start to feel smaller. But here's the truly encouraging part: you absolutely can build and maintain muscle at any age, including after 70. You don't need to become a bodybuilder or spend hours in a gym. Simple, consistent strength training is incredibly effective. We're talking about movements that use your body weight or very light resistance to challenge your muscles. Let's make this practical. What does that look like in your daily life? It can be as simple as practicing chair squats, sitting down and standing up from a sturdy chair repeatedly. Start with a few, maybe 5 or 10, and gradually increase the number as you get stronger. You can do this a few times a week. Another great exercise is calf raises, just holding onto a counter or chair for balance. Rise up onto the balls of your feet and slowly lower back down. This strengthens the muscles in your lower legs, which are vital for walking and stability. Wall push-ups are fantastic for upper body strength. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands flat on the wall slightly wider than your shoulders, and gently lean in, bending your elbows. Then push back. The closer your feet are to the wall, the easier it is. The further away, the harder. Find a level that challenges you without causing strain. Using resistance bands, those stretchy loops or tubes, is another excellent way to add resistance without heavy weights. You can use them for arm curls, leg extensions while sitting, or shoulder presses. They're lightweight, portable, and come in different resistance levels. The key is consistency. Even just 2 or 3 times a week, dedicating maybe 15-20 minutes to these simple movements can make a remarkable difference over time. You might notice that getting up from a low couch isn't quite as difficult, or carrying those shopping bags feels a little less taxing. My neighbor, Brenda, who's well into her 70s, started doing chair stands and using a light resistance band she keeps by her favorite reading chair. She told me just last week how surprised she is that she can now walk to the local shop without feeling completely worn out afterward. It's these small victories that add up, building confidence and capability. Now, alongside building and maintaining muscle through movement, there's another absolutely crucial element, and it's about what you put on your plate. Muscle tissue needs building blocks, and the most important building block is protein. Many people, as they get older, actually start eating less protein for various reasons. Maybe appetite decreases, or they think they don't need as much because they're less active. But the opposite is true. You actually need a good amount of protein to help your body repair tissues and maintain that precious muscle mass you're working to keep. If you're doing those strength exercises, protein is what helps your muscles recover and get stronger. If you're not getting enough, it's like trying to build a house without enough bricks. You won't see the results, and your body will struggle to maintain its structure. What does enough protein look like? It's not about eating enormous steaks every day. It's about distributing protein throughout your day and choosing good sources. Aim to include a source of protein with every meal and even snacks. Think about starting your day with eggs, or Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts or seeds. For lunch, maybe some leftover chicken or fish, or a hearty lentil soup, or beans on wholemeal toast. Dinner could be a modest portion of lean meat, fish, poultry, or a substantial vegetarian option like tofu, tempeh, or a bean chili. Even snacks can include protein, like a small handful of almonds, a piece of cheese, or a hard-boiled egg. These things are simple additions that make a big difference. Instead of just toast for breakfast, add an egg. Instead of just soup for lunch, add some beans or chicken. It helps keep you feeling full longer too, which can be a bonus. It takes a conscious effort initially, maybe just planning your meals slightly differently. But once you get into the routine, it becomes second nature. You're literally feeding your muscles what they need to stay strong and responsive. This combination of regular, gentle strength-building movement and ensuring adequate protein intake throughout the day is foundational. It's two key habits that work together beautifully to support your physical capability. Without these two working in tandem, maintaining that independence and energy after 70 becomes significantly harder. They are truly non-negotiable if you want to feel strong and capable. And speaking of feeling capable and energetic, let's move on to something else that plays a surprisingly large role in how you feel day to day, particularly when it comes to comfort and energy levels. Moving on from building strength, let's talk about something that seems very basic but is often overlooked: staying properly hydrated and ensuring your digestive system is happy. These two go hand in hand in keeping you feeling energetic and comfortable, which is absolutely vital for maintaining that overall sense of vitality we've been discussing. Think about it. If you're feeling sluggish or dealing with discomfort, it's much harder to feel motivated to move, to socialize, or to engage fully with your day. Dehydration, even mild dehydration, can lead to fatigue, headaches, dizziness, and poor concentration. As we get older, our sense of thirst can diminish, meaning we might not feel thirsty even when our bodies need fluids. Plus, some medications can also affect hydration levels. Not drinking enough water also significantly impacts digestion, making things sluggish and contributing to constipation, which is a very common and uncomfortable issue for many after 70. And constipation further exacerbates that feeling of sluggishness and discomfort. So, how do you make sure you're staying well hydrated without feeling like you're constantly gulping down water? It's about being mindful and making it a habit. Keep a water bottle or glass nearby throughout the day and sip regularly. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. A good rule of thumb is to drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, before each meal, and between meals. Warm drinks like herbal tea also count towards your fluid intake. Eating foods with high water content, like fruits and vegetables, also helps. Cucumber, celery, watermelon, and strawberries are particularly good. Let's tie this into digestion and fiber. Fiber is the part of plant foods that your body can't digest. It adds bulk to your stool and helps everything move smoothly through your digestive tract. When you combine adequate hydration with enough fiber, you create the perfect environment for a healthy, regular digestive system. If you're dehydrated and not getting enough fiber, it's like trying to move concrete through a pipe. Things get stuck. Where do you find this magical fiber in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds? Making simple swaps can boost your fiber intake considerably. Choose wholemeal bread instead of white. Add beans or lentils to soups and stews. Snack on an apple or a handful of berries instead of crackers. Include a generous portion of vegetables with your meals. Adding chia seeds or flax seeds to your yogurt or oatmeal is another easy win. These changes might seem small on their own, but their combined effect on your digestive health and overall energy levels is significant. Imagine not having to worry about digestive discomfort, feeling lighter and more energetic. That alone frees up so much physical and mental energy to focus on enjoying your life. My aunt always struggled with feeling bloated and uncomfortable in her 70s, which made her less inclined to go out. Her doctor suggested increasing her water intake and adding more fiber-rich foods like prunes and oatmeal to her diet. Within a couple of weeks, she said she felt like a different person, lighter, more energetic, and much more willing to leave the house. It's a simple change, but the impact on her quality of life was immense. So, making sure you're drinking enough water and eating plenty of fiber is another cornerstone of maintaining that vibrant feeling. Next up, let's talk about keeping your mind sharp. Maintaining cognitive function, your memory, focus, and ability to think clearly is just as important as physical vitality for living a full, independent life after 70. The ability to remember appointments, follow conversations, learn new things, and manage your daily affairs is fundamental to independence. While some cognitive changes are a normal part of aging, significant decline isn't necessarily inevitable, just like your muscles. Your brain benefits from being used and from receiving the right nutrients. Engaging your brain in new activities is a powerful way to keep it sharp. Learning a new language, trying a musical instrument, taking up a new hobby that requires problem-solving like bridge or chess, or even just reading challenging books and discussing them can create new neural pathways and help maintain cognitive function. It's about stepping outside of your routine and giving your brain something new to chew on. But your brain also needs specific fuel. Just like muscles need protein, your brain thrives on certain nutrients. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids are particularly important. These are the healthy fats found in oily fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as in walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Omega-3s are crucial for brain structure and function. Antioxidant-rich foods help protect your brain cells from damage. Brightly colored fruits and vegetables like berries, blueberries are often called a brain food. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, and broccoli are packed with antioxidants. Including these regularly in your diet provides your brain with protection and support. Nuts and seeds are also great for brain health, providing healthy fats, antioxidants, and vitamin E. Even something as simple as including a handful of walnuts as a snack or adding spinach to your meals can contribute to better brain health over time. Combining mental stimulation with brain-boosting nutrition is a potent strategy. Think of it as exercising your brain while also giving it the best possible building materials and protection. It's not about suddenly becoming a genius, but about supporting the cognitive abilities you have and helping to slow down potential decline. I know a gentleman, John, who started learning Spanish online in his late 70s and made an effort to eat more fish and vegetables. He says the challenge of learning keeps his mind active, and he feels a noticeable difference in his clarity of thought compared to when he was just doing the same old routine and not paying attention to his diet. These kinds of activities and dietary choices contribute significantly to maintaining that sharpness that allows you to manage your life independently and stay engaged with the world around you. It's about nurturing your most vital organ, your brain, so it can continue to support you in living your best life. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, for overall rejuvenation and feeling your best, is the quality of your sleep. It's easy to dismiss sleep issues as just another part of getting older. But poor sleep quality or insufficient sleep profoundly impacts every aspect of your well-being. Your energy levels, your mood, your cognitive function, your physical recovery, and even your immune system. When you don't sleep well, everything feels harder. You're more tired, less patient, your thinking is foggy, and your body doesn't repair itself as effectively. Prioritizing good sleep isn't a luxury, it's a fundamental requirement for maintaining vitality after 70. While it's true that sleep patterns can change slightly with age, you still need adequate rest, typically around 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. So, how can you improve your sleep? It often comes down to establishing and sticking to a consistent sleep routine, also known as sleep hygiene. This means trying to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. This could involve reading a physical book, taking a warm bath, listening to calming music, or doing some gentle stretching or meditation. Avoid stimulating activities, bright screens like TVs, phones, and tablets, and heavy meals or alcohol close to bedtime. Ensure your bedroom environment is conducive to sleep, dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid caffeine and nicotine in the late afternoon and evening. While a short nap can be helpful, long or late afternoon naps can interfere with nighttime sleep. If you find yourself unable to fall asleep after about 20 minutes, it's often better to get out of bed, go to another room, and do something quiet and relaxing in dim light until you feel sleepy. Then return to bed. Don't just lie there worrying about not sleeping. Improving sleep quality isn't always easy, especially if you've had issues for a long time. But making conscious efforts can yield significant results. Think about how much better you feel after a truly restful night's sleep compared to tossing and turning. That energy, that clarity, that improved mood directly contributes to your ability to live fully and independently. My friend Margaret struggled with insomnia for years, feeling exhausted and irritable. She started working on her sleep routine, cutting out her evening glass of wine, dimming the lights earlier, and listening to a calming podcast before bed. It took time, but gradually her sleep improved. She says it's made the biggest difference in her overall feeling of vitality and her ability to enjoy her days. She feels more present, more capable, and her memory even seems a bit sharper. It's truly transformative. So, you see, maintaining that incredible spark, that capability to still do things easily after 70 isn't about finding one single magic bullet. It's about weaving together these fundamental threads, giving your body the strength it needs through movement and protein, supporting its basic functions with hydration and fiber, keeping your mind engaged and nourished, and allowing it to rest and recover through quality sleep. These aren't complicated secrets. They are accessible habits that build upon each other. When you combine consistent, gentle movement with adequate protein intake, your muscles stay stronger. When you're well hydrated and eating fiber, your body feels more comfortable and energetic. When your brain is stimulated and well nourished, your cognitive function is supported. And when you get good sleep, all of these other systems function better. It's this synergy that allows you to defy the typical slowdown, to maintain a level of physical and mental vitality that genuinely makes you stand out. It allows you to keep doing the things that bring you joy and maintain your independence, whether that's gardening, traveling, volunteering, playing with grandchildren, or simply managing your home with ease. You might not literally be one in a million in terms of statistics, but in terms of how you feel and the quality of life you maintain. You can feel like it. You can feel exceptional, capable, and fully alive. Remember, small, consistent changes really do add up to make a big difference in your health and happiness at any age, especially as you get older. It's never too late to start incorporating these habits into your life. Each small step you take is an investment in your future self, in your ability to remain independent and vibrant. I hope this has given you some practical ideas and encouragement. What's one small change you feel you could make this week? Based on what we've talked about, I'd love to hear your thoughts or your own experiences in the comments below. Sharing what's worked for you can inspire others in this wonderful community. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like. It helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for watching. And here's to your health and vitality. Live your best life at every age.